To celebrate the release of the all-new Netflix series Jurassic World, Camp Cretaceous, McDonald's has released a brand new Happy Meal with some of your favorite dinos. So you may not know this, but the term dinosaur was coined back in 1842. And it's derived from the Greek dinos, meaning terrible, and sauros, meaning lizard. The great dinosaur rush of the 19th century was an incredibly competitive period of fossil hunting. During that time, American archaeologists flocked to rich fossil beds in the state of Colorado, Nebraska, and Wyoming. Of course, they employed all the traditional archaeological practices like surveying, excavating, carbon dating, bribery, theft, and even the destruction of priceless pieces of Paleolithic paramount. During that time, something like 136 new species of dinosaurs were discovered, which, is exciting, but occasionally flawed. Like when someone takes one dinosaur's head and just mounts it on another. It might look cool, but it doesn't scream credibility amongst the scientific community. After the introduction of the cinema in the 20th century, dinosaurs began appearing on film as well. People absolutely fell in love with the animated Gertie the dinosaur and cheered as King Kong kicked some serious T-Rex butt. Of course, Hollywood wasn't the only one interested in dinosaurs. Sinclair Oil Corporation started using an apatosaurus in their advertising back in the 1930s. By the 1960s, their mascot Dino was so popular, he even received his own balloon in the Macy's Day Parade. Dino must have liked it in the Big Apple because in 1964, he invited some of his friends to join him to be part of the New York World's Fair. Sinclair's Dinoland Pavilion was responsible for the most popular souvenir of the fair. Several mold-a-rama machines cranked out plastic dinos for fairgoers to enjoy because, we love dinosaur toys.
God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs.
So I'm sure you'll agree that Dino, as far as logos go, Dino was a pretty amazing logo for Sinclair. But if I'm honest, back in the 1960s, those golden arches were becoming quite popular as well. It became the McDonald's Corporation's official logo, replacing their character spokesperson, Speedy. And I'm so sorry, little guy. I'm sad to see you go. During the 60s and into the 70s, the company saw some exponential growth, going from hundreds of restaurants to thousands. In 1979, the first McDonald's Happy Meal appeared in the United States, and the fast food landscape has never been the same. America's obsession with dinosaurs continued throughout the 80s, especially in animation. Dino Saucers, Dino Riders, Denver the Last Dinosaur, and who could forget an important emotional milestone, The Land Before Time. And while Littlefoot and his friends didn't show up at McDonald's, they did grab a slice of deep dish pizza at Pizza Hut in 1988.
The Land Before Time dinosaur is only 99 cents. So come to Pizza Hut. Your friends are waiting.
We'll always be together. Pizza Hut, make it great.
Now, not to be outdone, McDonald's responded with a collection of Dino Changeables. Anyone remember those? Your favorite McDonald's menu items transformed into specific prehistoric beasts.
Kids okay?
I didn't ask. Why wouldn't they be?
Kids get scared.
What's to be scared about? Just a little hiccup in the power.
I didn't say I was scared.
The 90s brought about a new generation of obsessed dinosaur fans with the release of Steven Spielberg's blockbuster film Jurassic Park in 1993. It was so popular, it made over $900 million worldwide. Sounds like the perfect property for a McDonald's Happy Meal. So naturally, we got Jim Henson's Dinosaurs. Now, for those of you who don't remember, this television show followed a suburban family of domestic dinos known as, this is interesting, the Sinclairs. What a great throwback. Then, in 1994, McDonald's finally got its hands on one of the most lucrative prehistoric properties in Hollywood. Of course, I'm talking about the Flintstones. Yup. Don't forget how big that film was at the time.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I chisel your order?
For a brief moment, you could even visit McDonald's and grab some really classy bone china.
Or uniquely chiseled bedrock mugs.
These will look great with my bone china.
They're made of the latest Stone Age material, glass. Every time you buy any extra value meal or any other purchase, you can get a mug for just 99 cents.
That is a rock bottom price.
So collect all four, because even before they're gone, they're history. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
I love it here.
And they also released a really fun Flintstones Happy Meal.
You can cruise Bedrock or pull in and stay a while. One car and building with each Happy Meal you buy.
I think it's fair to say that dinosaurs still excite us, even today. The sixth film in the Jurassic Park franchise should appear somewhere in 2021, and Netflix even released a brand new series called Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. So I thought it might be fun to take a moment and experience the new Camp Cretaceous Happy Meal. All right, well, here it is, the familiar red box with the yellow smile. Let's open it up and see what my first prize is. And I received a book about armored dinosaur, and right on the cover is a very important character from the new series Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. The Ankylosaurus was an armored dino that lived over 66 million years ago in what would become known as the Western United States. They could grow to be something like 26 feet in length, and notable features include its armored back and a club at the end of its tail that was likely used for self-defense. So it's not a toy, but I will tell you that this little book, I learned a lot. There's some activities for your kids. There's a lot of information about the Ankylosaurus amongst other dinosaurs, and this really interesting, this really cool cardboard cutout of the Ankylosaurus. Now, the directions aren't very helpful. I'm gonna try to fold this together. Let's see if I can just figure it out on my own. And when I'm done, this is supposed to be like a little, I guess like an Ankylosaurus that you can put onto your finger. So, theoretically with a little bit of folding, I should be able to figure this out. Now, this is one of the characters that is gonna show up on the new series, showing up on Netflix. And I'll be honest, this Ankylosaurus is cute. Like, when I think of Jurassic Park, I don't necessarily think about cute dinosaurs, but this one's adorable. I have a feeling that it's gonna be a little friend on this series. And let's see, I will say this is not made for adult fingers. Let's see if I can get my finger in there. There we go. All right, so hello, Mr. Ankylosaurus. There you go. There's how it looks like. It's not the most impressive thing in the world, but it's a nice little activity for you or your kids. All right, we got one more prize to go, but I thought before we actually look and see what we received, I really want to appreciate this amazing piece of fast food packaging, the Happy Meal box, because how often do you see the Jurassic World logo sitting on top of a Happy Meal? That is just super neat to me. I think that's amazing, and it's gonna be more amazing if we get a toy this time around. And we did. We got a dinosaur egg sitting pretty inside of the plastic packaging. Let's get rid of that plastic packaging. And, oh, this is neat. I really like this. Okay, so here is our dinosaur egg. Flip it around. Okay, here is our dinosaur egg and the Jurassic Park logo sitting pretty right on top of the egg. And it's got a cool texture to it. It really kind of feels like an egg, like I'd imagine a dinosaur egg would feel like. And on the inside, we have a dinosaur, and it looks to be, it's an Ankylosaurus. Excellent. They really must be pushing this character for the new series. And the Ankylosaurus, he's like a little baby dinosaur, and he's got a button on top, and if I push the button, it looks like it makes his head wiggle back and forth, and his tail seems to go back and forth as well. That's that defense mechanism we just learned about a few minutes ago. Very, very cool. I think this is going to be a very adorable character to have on the show that I'm really looking forward to see on Netflix. Well, we're running out of time here, so I think we should probably take some Jurassic measures. Head on down to the comments section and let us know. Do you remember any of the toys that we talked about in today's video? Also, what's your favorite dinosaur? I've always been partial to the Apatosaurus myself. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Oh, and it sure would be dynamite if you could drop a like on this video and consider subscribing to Retro Spectrum so you don't miss a single episode of McDonald's Unboxed.